Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 55th session of Beyond Research, where curiosity meets conversation. Today, we are delighted to have Ms. Sakshi Mishra as our distinguished speaker. Sakshi Mishra is currently working as a bioinformatics researcher at ICAR, Indian Institute of Pulses Research. She completed her MTech in computational biology from Pondicherry University in May 2025. She has been awarded with GATB-sponsored master scholarship and also qualified GATE this year with AIR 534. She is passionate about integrating biological data such as RNA, DNA, genome, and microbiome with computational techniques like transcriptomics, metagenomics, and machine learning approaches. Driven by a vision to enable personalized cancer therapies, she is also committed to solving complex biological problems and raising awareness to help combat cancer in the coming decade. Please join me in warmly welcoming Ms. Sakshi Mishra today. We are eager to hear your insights.
Thank you so much, Ms. Swapnita, for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. Am I audible to you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, first let me share my screen. Just wait a minute. Sure. Okay. So, can you hear this screen? Can you see this screen, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, first of all, this session won't be a you are seeing the PPT here, but it won't be a boring session. It will be a proper one-on-one session between two researchers. Not there any mentor, not mentee. It will be just two researchers talk. Okay. So first, the topic of my session is the computational era of the biological world. Already Ms. Swapnita introduced me very well, so there is no need to introduce myself. Let's begin the session. So what is the meaning of this computational era in biological world? What is the meaning of this computation? So it is basically the fusion of biology with the computer science and has revolutionized modern research. So basically, as in biological data, we all are biological researchers, and we know that there are many kind of data like DNA, RNA, and protein, and much more data is there. But in biological world, in computational world, the data is like genomics, proteomics. In genomics, genomics is that where we study about the DNA. Proteomics where we study about the proteins. So to solve these biological data sets, to tackle out with these biological data sets, we often require advanced computational tools. So here, the bioinformatics and the computational biology plays a key role in extracting the meaningful insights from these data sets. So there is a big confusion, like what is bioinformatics and what is computational biology, because people often think that bioinformatics and computational biology is the same thing, but no, it's not the same thing. There is a big difference between them. Okay, so what is bioinformatics? So bioinformatics is basically the sum of computer science, chemistry, biochemistry, biology, stats, mathematics, engineering, like everything. If for learning bioinformatics, you should have the basic knowledge of each and every of these core topics. Then only you can excel in your work or you can study it. One thing I wanna what I can say, share to all of you, that recently when I went to from the in the PhD interviews, I got to know that though I learned the bioinformatics, I learned some basic mathematics, statistics, and all these things, but they actually need in PhD, they actually need the person who has the basic core knowledge of all these different kinds of subjects. So yeah, bioinformatics is not an easy subject, but yeah, it is a very exciting. Once you enter in this field, you will feel the excitement in your studies. So what is how computational biology is different from it? So computational biology is mainly focuses on computation and biology, means where you are using the algorithms, models, simulations to understand the biological systems. So computational biology mainly revolves around that machine learning models, that those neural networks, those algorithms which comes under the computational biology. It is no more theoretical and often overlaps with bioinformatics. So
Excuse
for
me, ma'am.
example, what is the bioinformatics? Again, I will tell you. The bioinformatics is not just where you will learn. Like first, when I entered in the MTech in computational biology, I thought about, okay, so it's just biology, and here I need to learn some Python and some programming languages, and then okay, I'll be ready for jobs and interviews. But no, bioinformatics is the sum of these core topics. Engineering, there is computation, computer science, there's chemistry, you should know about biochemistry, basic biology, statistics, mathematics, engineering, everything. So by for being a bioinformatician, even though you are in an industry or you are working as a researcher or you are pursuing PhD or you are a professor, whatever you are doing in bioinformatics field, you should have the basic knowledge of all these things. And that I got to know from my PhD interviews, as I already told you, that I got to know that they asked too many questions from these core topics. They asked statistics questions, they asked biochem questions, even molecular biology, cellular biology, basic bio, everything they ask. So yeah, you have to be prepared, mentally prepared, that okay, if you can do this, if you really want to learn this kind of diverse subjects, then okay, you should come in the bioinformatics field. And it is very exciting though. So what is computational biology? So computer, as I already told you, that computational biology is where you generate the data or where you solve the data theoretically. And in bioinformatics, you use tools, you use servers, you use basic codes programming uh, to deal with the data. Okay. So why this field is important? So as you know that biological data is growing exponentially. If you open the NCBI server, you will find that there is a lots of data for RNA, for DNA, for proteome, there where the studies are only up to the expression level, or some are still finding the protein, or some are still finding the genes. So there are a lot of biological data present over here. So that's why it is we need bioinformatics to solve these data, to get them, to fetch the knowledge, to fetch the information from the data in a quick way, in a rapid way. Okay, that's why we dry lab is important. And people who are working in a wet lab, who are, even though we who are pursuing PhD in a core biochemistry or in a core microbiology, they had you can say semester, they had a course where they need to integrate their work with the bioinformatics. Okay. So and why this field is also important, the second thing is that it is critical for personalized medicine, drug discovery, disease modeling, and agriculture field. So agriculture, I would like to share one thing, that recently I participated in a international conference which was held virtually. And there I got to know that there are so many works are going on agriculture, that integrating the bioinformatics research, that they are making the AI detection tools for plant disease detection. One was working on a how to integrate AI in machine learning to increase the crop yielding. I haven't thought about it, that okay, in this field they are also doing that. Because what I am doing right now, it is like, okay, so we are working on a personalized medicine thing, we are working on a drug discovery. I haven't thought about it. Even one person was coming, he was working in a sustainable management, in a water waste management. He was using bioinformatics in water waste management. So yeah, this is a really a diverse field. It is not that at that moment I got to know that bioinformatics is not only for biology, it is for everything. AI is for everything. It's not about, it's not limited to biology. It's in sustainable management, it is in agriculture, everywhere there is AI. So that's why bioinformatics is really exciting field, if you know. If you if we talk about the career paths, so there are many type of bioinformatics jobs that are available. Everything is available on LinkedIn or Glassdoor, everything. But what the main thing that will lead you, that will like that will lift you to these jobs is the core skills that you will contain or you will have. So I will just suggest you some career paths that what you can do after pursuing your MTech or MSc in bioinformatics or computational biology or any kind of PG diploma course or any kind of, even biopractify is also, I can see the flares of different Python programs and different you can say transcriptomics webinars and everything, whatever they are doing, you can join it and you can learn up from it. So there are some career paths, that is computational genomics and evolutionary biologist. You can work in a consultant industry as a bioinformatician, even bioinformatics education and training. People are working in a computational biology and system biology, clinical bioinformatics. They are working in a DBMS thing, that database management and bioinformatics infrastructures. If you really want to work in a database management thing, then IBAB is a good place for you. Those who want to do like database, those who are interested in database management, or you can say how to create a database. So they are the researchers, the professors are creating the database to store or to manage that kind of biological data. They are working great at there. Protein structure prediction modeling, this is AlphaFold, iTest. This is the best example. People are working on it. People are doing research and development. Many come even right now in DRDO. You know that in DRDO they are calling the bioinformatics students to join their PhD or to get positions in the JRF. Abroad you can go. Anything you can do. Even people are doing the data analysis and visualization part. Not most of the, like some of my classmates who pursued MTech in computational biology, the same as I pursued, but currently they are working in a company as a data analyst. My one senior is machine learning engineer in one Noida-based company, and he is earning in a great, like in a great amount. He is earning. I can't tell, but he is earning good. Genomics and sequencing, there are a lot of bioinformatics company who needs bioinformatics researcher who can who can deal with the big sequencers, who can work in a not just data analysis part, who can do the library preparation and everything. So yeah, there are many kind of things one can do in as a bioinformatician. So there's a lot of thing to do, but you should choose what you want to do, because everything for being a genomics you should be very clear about DNA. For evolutionary biology you should be very clear about what is evolution, what is the main core concept, what is the tools, what is the techniques, how to integrate data, everything you should be very clear about it. This is not something like most of my friends, I in a very serious note, who were not very serious about their studies at that time, they are now juggling with the jobs, because they haven't like gave their what I can say, their full attention to the coursework that we had. So that's why they are facing some difficulties, and that I don't want to other person, to my juniors or to anybody else who wants to be a bioinformatician. Whatever you are doing, for which job, for either you are focusing on the for the industry or you are focusing on a job, you should be very clear about your path, and then you should go forward. Okay. So just career paths are not only important, you should have the essential skills for it. So for skills you should be very proficient with Python and R and bash scripting. This is the core skill, and they are very easy, you can learn it. Biological knowledge you should have, as I previous slide I told you that you should have the basic knowledge of biology. What is biology? Because maybe some of you who knows this, they were thinking like, okay, this is very basic thing she is talking about, or this is what we know, you know. But I felt the, or even I faced the consequences of not knowing some of very few things. Even when I was I was in IIT Gandhinagar. It was a PhD interview, and everything was so good. First round I cleared. At the second round, they asked me something. Okay, so what they asked me, Sakshi, what is your favorite subject? So at that time, my favorite subject was NGS using R, and that is especially a subject in my coursework. So first they amused that, okay, so you have NGS as a subject. I said, okay, yeah, I have NGS. So after that, they asked me a question from the system biology, and a very teeny question they asked, like what the power law distribution or something they asked me. Even though I knew the answer, but at that time, due to that panic movement, I got panicked, and that time I forget that thing from my mind. So that's why I want to suggest you guys that prepare each and everything. If you are preparing, this is not needed that you should know the Python, R, Bash, C++, Java, Perl, everything. You can only know Python and R and basic Bash scripting, but you should be very clear about it. Even though they ask something they ask what is the cd dot dot slash, you should know what is the meaning of that. You should know what is the meaning of that particular command. So be very ready, be very clear about whatever you are doing, whatever you are saying, whatever you are learning. That is very essential for the interviews. Okay, so statistics and machine learning, you should be very clear about basic statistics, probability questions people ask. The interviewers ask, the job for job companies ask, what do you know machine learning or do you know statistics, everything they ask. Tools, basic tools like Blast, Galaxy Server, Cytoscape tool, Bioconductor package, and other bioinformatics tools and techniques, you should know about it. So here is a key, you can say, flow chart to be a good bioinformatician, or what kind of skills one should have. Because at that time when I was I was just studying everything, like, okay, in this semester I need to learn Python programming, okay, let's learn it. In next semester I need to learn DSA, okay, let's learn it. But I didn't know, even most of my classmates didn't know about the full pathway, what to learn after learning one thing, what should be the next skill I should have. So that thing we didn't know. So that's why I place this uh, a picture to you, and I want to elaborate it. That first you should start from the programming language along with the basic biology knowledge. Okay, after learning the programming language, you should go for the machine learning and AI. You should be very clear about what is machine learning, their types, a basic understanding of machine learning, how to train the data, how to use the test data set. These are some basic questions companies ask or interviewers ask if you are pursuing research or you are doing a job. After that, you should have basic knowledge of linear algebra, Bayesian interference, bioinformatics tools and databases, as I already told you about it. How to do pairwise alignment, how to do multiple sequence alignment. You should know about it. These things are in the uh, you can say books. They are very good books to learn all the bioinformatics tools and database. But after learning from that book, you should open the Google and you should explore that particular tool. You should explore the NCBI. Okay, so in NCBI you can get the data from it. How can you do the how can you get the assembled data from the NCBI? You should know all these things. After that, you should go for the data visualization like matplotlib, ggplot2. That things are R and Python things, you can learn it. Big data technologies, these are for if you are really want to pursue jobs. If you want to do basic uh, PhD, that big data and technologies are not required, but you can learn. Version controls, collaborators, Git. Okay, so this is the very important thing, that one should have the GitHub profile. That is very important for the PhD person and also a job seeker. Because that after your CV, after your LinkedIn profile, the Git profile only tells that what you have done and what you are doing and how much knowledge do you have. Okay, so one thing, this is very important. Make your Git profile, connect with people, post each and every code that you are write, even though it's a very small code, you should write about it. You should know about what you are writing. Okay, you should know each and every command, like not command, you should know each and every why you write this code. If you are writing, if you are running the fast QC, then you should know what is the fast QC, how it is working, what is the principle of fast QC. I know these things are very hectic or very, like, they are very it is a tedious work, but that will help you to get the full knowledge about that particular tool that you are using or a particular command that you have written, and you can explain it better to in front of an interviewer or your or anyone who is where you want to go. So yeah, you should be very clear about what you are doing. Again, like, it's like third or fourth time I repeated it because I faced it, that's why. After that, you should have the domain knowledge, as I told you, molecular biology, basic technique. For people who want to pursue PhD, I want to tell you one thing, that if you are doing the PhD in bioinformatics or what, in whatever field you want to do, whatever biological field you want to do, even biochemistry, anything, you should have knowledge of both wet lab and dry lab. Basic wet lab, you should have RT-PCR and like PCR, ELISA, these tests, you should have the knowledge. Hands-on, one-time hands-on experience is mandatory. And dry lab experience is also good, because whenever you will go to the interview, they will definitely ask you questions from that. Okay, do you know molecular biology technique? Do you know how to do RNA, how to do RT-PCR? Though you have the degree of bioinformatics, but they will ask you, because what I felt, that even though it is a ISC or IIT, or it's a very low, it's a very tier 2 university, whatever it is, they want hybrid researchers, not just wet lab person, not just dry lab person. So be a hybrid person who can work in a wet lab also and who can do computational work also. So that is my uh, key suggestion that I can give you to, I can give it to you. Emerging skills. Okay, so emerging skills: single cell omics analysis, spatial transcriptomics. Actually, spatial transcriptomics is a very emerging technique around omics in the bioinformatics, and people are working on it. And those who have worked in a spatial transcriptomics in their masters, their chances are high to get the PhD or to get the job, because it is a very, it's not easy technique to perform. Integration, multi-omics integration, people are working on how to integrate the genomics and proteomics data together, how to study the metagenomics data with transcriptomics data, that is called meta transcriptomics. So people are working on it, and you should know what is running, what is in trend, and you should go according to it. Okay, how to level up your skills? Online course. And as I told you, that biopractify is also already doing it. Most of the boot camps are there, open sources projects are there. Kaggle, on Kaggle you can get the data, even NCBI you can get the data. You can perform by your own, you can do by your own research. Yeah, I would like to share that whenever I did my project in MTech, I was searching about the data. I was sure that okay, I will do the work in colorectal cancer. But what should I do? That I didn't know. Then after 1 to 2 months, I gave two literature survey only. And after that, I got to know that okay, these are the gaps. People haven't integrated the transcriptomics data with machine learning. People haven't integrated the drug prioritization thing with machine learning. So then I got to know that okay, I can do this thing. And whenever I chose my data set, it was in 2022, they published in NCBI. And that data set, they only did the expression profiling, they only got that some 10,000 genes, and then after they just published that data in NCBI. And after that, I took that data and I found out the hub genes, and then everything, functional analysis, pathway analysis, functional annotation. And then I integrated that data with drugs, because at that time I didn't have the APIs of drug bank and CTDs. So I made the machine learning model to uh, get the prioritized drug, to get the multi-target drugs which are targeting the my key hub genes, who are over expressing the colorectal cancer. So these are the things that one should broad their mind. One should open all the doors to do research. Research is not something that, okay, this project is there or you should do something like this. You should you should input by your own self. Okay, so this is the problem, this is the gap. Okay, how can I fill that gap? How can I make my make my research novel? So you should focus on it. So that's why research is a tedious work, but I found that research is a very good thing, very exciting work. Because for the first 2 3 days or maybe 7 days you won't get your result, but once you get your result you will feel like an achiever. Recently I was finding a gene. I'm working on genomic data right now, and then my senior scientist under whom I am working, she was very no, she was struggling to find the gene which has a 10 days base pair deletion. Only in papers it was given that, okay, so that kind of genes or that kind of species there is 10 day base pair deletion is found. So I told her that, okay, give give me some time, or give yourself also some time. Let's read some paper and then we will definitely find out. And this Friday I found out what is that gene where the 10 base pair deletion is there. And that is the gene where we will perform the CRISPR technique, gene editing technique. So this at that day, this is very easy work I did. But at that day I felt achiever, not overachiever, I felt achiever. Okay, so I achieved something, I did something. So this is a basic, this is a very teeny but a very uh, a very good, you can say, बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है, बहुत अच्छा अच्छा लगता है जब आप अपने लिए कुछ करते हैं, या फिर आपको अपना इतने दिनों की मेहनत का, इतने दिनों का कंप्यूटर के आगे दिमाग लगाने के बाद आपको कुछ उसका आउटपुट मिलता है अपने काम का, देन यू फील गुड. सो इसलिए आई दैट्स वाई मैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिसर्च को वो करती हूँ, फोकस करती हूँ रिसर्च पे. So let's come to the recent advancement. What are the top emerging trends in bioinformatics? So what people doing? So basically they are doing the AI and machine learning in bioinformatics. They are doing the single cell omics, multi-omics integration, as I told you, that people are working in the metagenomics. In deep learning techniques, database development, I already told you, quantum computing in bioinformatics. Even in MIT, they are released the course for quantum computing in bioinformatics. Blockchain for secure data sharing. So bioinformatics is not just not just where you work in a biology. You can work in each and every field if you know the techniques and if you know the basic core concept. You can excel in each and every field. Okay, you can go for the IT field also, you can go for the research field also, you can go for the mathematics, you can go for the chemistry, everything you can do. But you should know about the basic core techniques. So what are the future directions? As I already told you, the integration of multiomics, that is a very hype topic. People are actually working on it. Yeah, even though who are currently pursuing the their masters and their dissertation is there, I would suggest you guys to work on the multi-omics thing. Even though you shouldn't go for the, you are not going for the drug discovery part or anything. Just do a simple project, but integrate the two omics together. It will be a novel work. Okay. Precision agriculture. I told you what I saw in that PPT. That person was working on an agricultural field using AI. So yeah, AI powered drug discovery. People are working on it. Even recently I saw 2 3 posts where the professors are asking for the bioinformatics persons who can pursue the PhD in AI powered drug discovery, AI powered drug designing. So yeah, people are working. This is also a very booming research area. Real time disease prediction. Real time disease prediction. People are working on it. Even I, though not I, my one friend who in MTech, he did that. He made a tool for disease. he made a tool for disease prediction in which kind of cancer I don't know, but he did that. He got all the data from the present database CTCGA, and then he did that. So yeah, people are working. It's all about what you can think, how you can broad your mind to think in more broader way. Don't constrain your mind to just okay, I will do work in particular that kind of cancer. No, if you really want to work in a cancer, don't narrow yourself ki I will do the work in that particular organ cancer, or that's no, you should be very clear about okay, I will work in a cancer, no matter which kind of cancer is that, I will find out the way to tackle out the situation. Okay, so finally, the what my final thoughts on it, that biology is becoming the increasingly digital. As you know, this field is key to resolve the real world problem, and there are many exciting opportunities for interdisciplinary professionals. Okay, so as I told you, you can go for the IT, and you can go for the research thing. Everywhere you can go, you just have to be well prepared for it. Okay, so at last, thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me in this Q&A session, and this is my mail where you can contact me for further discussion or for any kind of collaboration is there, you can ask me. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. Now the floor is open for questions. Please free to ask your queries to our speaker. You can type your question in the chat box also.
If you have
Hello,
any
ma'am.
kind of questions related to your masters or your master degree or PhD or job, you can ask me. Though I have a little experience, but I have faced too many things, that's why I can give you a better suggestion.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
So, currently, I'm doing my BSc in biochemistry. I'm in third year
Hmm.
right now. And in my
Hmm.
second year, I had a bioinformatics. That is how I got to know about it. And
Hmm.
I don't have any programming knowledge, although I tried learning R for a few days, but now, for right now, I have put it on hold because I have to prepare for my MSc entrances. And all the things that you mentioned, like I'm aware of it. How should I go with it? What resources I should go with? But sometimes it feels like overwhelming because there are too many things. Sometimes sometimes you feel like there is a scarce of resource, and other time you feel like okay, there are so many things. Where should we start with? Uh, so, like, can you please guide me? How should I go with it? What should I do?
Okay, so okay, so for learning bioinformatics, actually you are already a PhD scholar, so you should first focus on which kind of
I am
area
very
you need bioinformatics, and learn that technique only. Bioinformatics is not only you should learn programming. I told about the person who want to pursue PhD in bioinformatics, or who want to work as a bioinformatician. But as you are already in a good career path, you should be aware about where you want to uh, deal with, or where you want to learn, where you want to apply the bioinformatics. If you can you please specifically tell me that where do you want to apply the bioinformatics in your research?
right now I'm an undergraduate in biochemistry. There's like no research work that I'm doing. I'm just
Okay. Oh,
exploring the.
okay. Okay, so if you are an undergrad student in a biochemistry, actually I misheard it. Sorry. If you are an undergrad student in biochemistry, then it is a perfect time. You should go first, explore the Python, not advanced. Basic Python, basic R. You should go first, go for the Python, then R. And in the meanwhile, meantime, you explore all the bioinformatics tools that are currently available in a Google, in NCBI servers, the authentic tool, not third party, nothing. So you should, and for this also, I can suggest you one book. I'm writing the book name in the chat box, which I used in my time. That is Essential Bioinformatics from Jin Zong. Those who want to pursue bioinformatics as in a master, or those who are zero in bioinformatics and they want to learn what is the basic thing, what is the real bioinformatics is, they should read this book, Jin Zong, uh, bioinformatics. Okay, yes. So first start with this book. Through this book you will get the basic knowledge about what is bioinformatics. Okay, and along with that, do the basic programming, basic Python programming. For Python, there are many freely available YouTube resources are there. Even or and for Python for biologists, there are many boot camps are also there. So you can go for it also. And it will take only hardly 15 days or 20 days for a 0% to learn the Python. It is very easy. So you can do that. I hope I answered your question well.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, I
Thank
can
you.
see the uh yeah, okay, I can see the message of, okay, in the chat box Sanket is saying about masters. Ma'am, I am currently last year biotechnology student. Tell me how to enter in master in bioinformatics. Okay, Sanket, I think that are you in BSc biotechnology or BTech in biotechnology? Can you please specify it? You can talk. BSc in biotechnology. Okay, so for, okay, so you are BSc in biotechnology. So for pursuing masters in bioinformatics, as you are BSc, so you first give the CU8 PG test, and then you will get the MSc in bioinformatics from different universities, Central University or anywhere else. So that's how you can do the master in bioinformatics. And those people who are doing the BTech in biotechnology and they want to switch to bioinformatics, actually that is not a switch. That is, you are excelling. You are going to interdisciplinary thing. Biotechnology is already there. Even in my course, I learned the how to do the gene cloning, how to molecular cloning, and RT-PCR. Everything I performed. I had two labs of cellular and molecular biology. So yeah, this is not a switch, but it is the excelling in your interdisciplinary field. So those who are pursuing the BTech in biotechnology, there is a one test that I gave, that is GAT-B. Through that test, you will get the MTech in computational biology, and the good universities that are giving good exposure, that is Triple IIT Delhi, Macaut, and also Pondicherry University. And at that time, three universities were there who were offering the MTech in computational biology, but maybe they have increased the seats. So yeah, through BTech you can go through this thing. Even through GATE also, people are pursuing the computational biology or MTech in bioinformatics. Triple IIT Allahabad, very good place to learn bioinformatics. They are they are offering the course. Recently, I saw the flare of it. Okay, and better college suggest me. I hope Sanket, I answered this question. How much time did it require to get a job in bioinformatics if I just start from basic to advanced to become job ready? Okay. It will be depending upon how much you have the core knowledge of what you are learning. Okay. If you have a very good conceptual knowledge, then in a first interview, you will get the job. Otherwise, you will get the 3-4 interviews or 30-40 interviews. It's all depend upon how you are learning. Okay. So this is not the thing, like you, it's all depend upon how you are working, how much you are involving in that particular field. And one thing I can suggest you, that I suggest to Anjali, that start with Python programming and R programming. Be very good in that two programmings, and then after, and along with, read about the basic bioinformatics techniques, basic bioinformatics servers, explore all kind of servers, and then you then apply for a job. fresher job, intern job. Even if you do the first starts with internship. If you starts with internship, you will learn a lot. You will do the you will get the chance to do the hands-on experience to to explore the data sets. So that's how you will land a good job in a good job. Okay. So I hope I answered this question. If you have any question further, you can write. Jasprit Kaur. Good evening, ma'am. I am finally master's microbiology honors, and now I will have to do my dissertation. So, can you please tell me what topics I can go for secure PhD position abroad? Okay. So, it will depend upon. I don't know what are the recent trends about microbiology, but I can suggest you that you can do the research which can integrate the metagenomics. Okay, metagenomics is the microbial study using bioinformatics. So if you are doing that project where you are using the wet lab and dry lab also, then it will enhance your chance to increase to secure a good PhD position. But yeah, again I will tell you that whatever you are doing in your project, make a diary, make a copy where you should write that okay, if you are using this tool, then what is the meaning of that tool, why this tool is discovered, and what is the workflow of that tool. Because as you told me that you want to do PhD, that is the basic questions they will ask, एंड दे विल लाइक वो तुम्हें फंसाएंगे इन्हीं क्वेश्चंस में. तो तुम्हें बहुत अच्छे से वहां पर क्लियर आउट होना चाहिए कि तुमने ये चीज क्यों यूज करी. इवन इन वन नॉट इवन इन वेयर डिड दे आस्क मी दैट क्वेश्चन. हाँ, even in my thesis presentation, the externals asked me that okay Sakshi, why did you choose that particular data set, why did you work in colorectal cancer? So at that time I was prepared for that question. I learned why I was very clear why I did that. So you should be very clear about why you are doing everything. For researchers, you should. Okay, Sanket, how to enter in bioinformatics based in biotechnology? I answered this question. Polumi Lahiri. Is it complex to learn programming languages like Python and R, as I didn't have math in 12th? So will that be a problem in the field of bioinformatics if I want to enter IT jobs? You must be thinking why I am smiling, because you wrote that I didn't have maths in 12th. You don't know that I learned maths only till 10th. After 10th, I chose PCB. I am a state board person. I not from CBSE, ICSE. I chose PCB and I left math from 10th. Still, I learned Python. I did my project in R. Maybe I didn't do a lot of research right now because I'm still in a learning phase. My learning curve is still going on. But if I can do, then you can also do. तुम्हारे पास तो 12th तक मैथ है, ये तुम तो कर ही सकते हो. Basic maths, what you need, you should be clear about calculus, basic engineering mathematics. You should be clear about it. And Python and R is very easy, I am telling you. Even 15 days you should, 20 days you should do give to Python, and 15 days to R. You will learn the R. One thing I will again suggest to all of you, not just Polyme, that those who want to learn Python, those who want to learn any kind of programming language, don't just watch video and write in your copy. Watch video, along with that screen, type that particular command, type that particular code. Code is not something you can learn about it. One day I was like you, I was in a session where session from RSG Korea, and there one professor who is from Taiwan University, one student asked him that is it essential to learn all the codes. And that was my basic question, because I'm very bad about learning a long big code. I don't know. Even during whenever I prepare the code, and whenever I write the code, I can write it. But after that, if you ask me, okay, from line to line, you tell me your code, I can't. I can write it again, but I can't tell you. I can express in words because I wrote it at that time and I posted it in my GitHub, and that's okay. So he told everyone that it is not essential to learn the code. Nobody can learn the code. because every time there new packages are coming, new libraries are making. How can we stick with one particular code? One person is making a calculator from one particular code, another person is making the same thing from the another code. So you can't learn your code, and codes are not novel. Okay, so what you can learn? A basic command. Why? How to download libraries, how to import libraries in R, especially how to import libraries, how to use the, how to make the ggplots, how to make the plots from ggplot2, how to use the matplotlib library, how to use numpy. That you should know, not codes. And programming is a very easy language that I felt a person who left 10 you left maths from 10th, and a person whose background was basic biology, even in botany was my core background, and I shifted to bioinformatics. Okay, so if I can learn, you can also learn it. Okay, so don't be don't think it's a very uh, बहुत कठिन नहीं है, बट जितने भी मैंने हम तुम लोगों को एक वो बताया है कि तुमको ये सब आने चाहिए, केमिस्ट्री आनी चाहिए, वो सब आनी चाहिए, उसका बेसिक जरूर आना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। बिना बेसिक आए नहीं हो पाएगा, कहीं पर भी लैंड नहीं हो पाओगे। ओके, so Path is asking, ma'am, I have switched my career from nutrition and dietetics to master in bioinfo, and this is my first semester. What is the best topic I can do? Internship. There is no kind of best topic. If you are getting an internship in the bioinformatics field, whatever it is, transcriptomics, metagenomics, and gene editing, or anything, you just choose that topic and you do your internship. If you are getting, that is the best thing. Okay, because ये वैसा ही है जैसे लैब में you should learn about the RT-PCR, you should be you should learn all the blotting techniques, ये वैसा ही है। ओके, एक एक्सपीरियंस मैं फिर यहाँ शेयर करना चाहूंगी, एक्सपीरियंस अपना, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम शेयरिंग माय एक्सपीरियंस, बिकॉज थ्रू माय एक्सपीरियंस, because nobody have shared their experience to me, how to perform in a interviews, how to present yourself in an interview. दैट्स व्हाई मुझे अपनी गलतियों से सीखने का मौका मिला है, बट मैं आप लोगों को बताना चाह रही हूँ ताकि आपको बस मेरी गलतियों से ही आप सीखो, आप गलती मत करो वहां पर। दैट you should, if you are going to in a bioinformatics, you should learn transcriptomics studies, proteomics, metagenomics, everything you should learn. DRDO की इंटरव्यू में थी, they asked me about wait 2 minutes. So I was giving the DRDO interview and they asked me recently, it is a recent thing. They asked me, okay, why did you learn transcriptomics, metagenomics, proteomics, everything? Why didn't you stick with in transcriptomics only? So I told him that it is not something, that it is not a one single technique. It is a like ये सब बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के अंदर ही आता है. इट्स ऑल अबाउट लाइक यू आर लर्निंग पीसीआर एंड आरटीपीसीआर. सो मेरा मन भी है मुझे इस सीखने में. इवन दोस पीपल हु आर प्लानिंग टू परस्यू जॉब्स, यू शुड लर्न ऑल दीज टेक्निक्स, बिकॉज आपको नहीं पता कि आपको वो जॉब के लिए ट्रांसक्रिप्टोमिक्स कंपनी में जाओगे या आप मेटाजेनोमिक डेटा को हैंडल करोगे या आप क्या हैंडल करने वाले हो आगे. सो आपको सब कुछ आना चाहिए उस पॉइंट पे. तो आप कुछ भी टॉपिक मिले आप उस पे, इवन आपको अगर डायरेक्ट डिजाइनिंग भी मिल रहा है, मॉलिक्यूलर डॉकिंग भी मिल रहा है, यू शुड गो फॉर इट. ओके, मिलना ही इंपॉर्टेंट है यहाँ पर. नाउ आई फोकस ऑन विच लैंग्वेज, पाइथन एंड आर. आई टोल्ड यू. Harika, good evening ma'am, I did my BSc in agriculture and currently pursuing MSc in biotechnology. To start my career with bioinformatics jobs, which skill set should I improve and where should I start? I already gave the answer of this question. First start with the programming language and basic bioinformatics and basic biology, and then you can go further to machine learning and to drug discovery, to docking studies, everything you can go. Okay, Samrat Paul, how should a person start building foundation for multi-omics research, especially in the field of oncology with the pursuing in basic microbiology? Can you kindly guide ma'am in this matter? Okay, building a foundation for multi-omics research, especially in okay. So the key thing is that reading literature. Without reading literature or just typing in a chat GPT, okay, what are the recent trends in bioinformatics or how to do multi-omics research, you can't find anything. You should read what that particular scientist did, how he did that thing, and then you can frame your own research. That's how I framed my own research topic. So yeah, multi-omics research, there are lots of paper you can get in the Google Scholar, in the research gate. Read that paper and you will get it. And one thing I am suggesting, these are the things that I am suggesting. You will feel that okay, it's a boring topic, boring she is telling, I don't know whatever you are thinking, but it will definitely, if you अगर तुम लोग इनको मान लोगे मेरी चीज को, तो तुमको वो चीज फेस नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. पेपर्स को एआई के थ्रू रीड करना बंद कर देना. चैट जीपीटी पे लोग, मेरे खुद के फेलोज ने चैट जीपीटी पे पेपर डालते थे, ओके गिव मी द मेथोलॉजी ऑफ दैट पेपर. ये सबसे शिटियस्ट थिंग है, इसको नहीं करना है. एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पढ़ो, पेपर तुमसे रिलेवेंट लगे, देन गो फॉर द मेथोलॉजी पार्ट, देन गो फॉर द रिजल्ट पार्ट, दैट्स इट. कंक्लूजन पार्ट, दैट्स इट. पूरा पेपर 17 पेजेस का, 34 पेजेस का पेपर पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. इवन दो टुडे पीपल डोंट नो हाउ टू रीड अ लिटरेचर, उनको एक वेबिनार इस पे लगवाना चाहिए, हाउ टू रीड अ लिटरेचर. सो इस तरीके से एआई का ज्यादा यूज, एआई का इंटीग्रेशन डेटा सेट्स में करिए, एआई का इंटीग्रेशन पेपर पढ़ने में मत करिए. अपने दिमाग को एआई के भरोसे मत छोड़िए, बस मैं इतना कहना चाहूंगी. Hadia, ma'am, if I am writing a research paper in which I have performed transcriptomics analysis and identified hub genes, but I don't want to use machine learning, then what other techniques can I apply to study? Okay. If you identified the hub genes, further you can go for the drug discovery part. You can prioritize the drug, or you can find out the drugs which can repurposable. Now, designing a novel drug, उससे ज्यादा एसेंशियल है किसी रिपर्पजेबल ड्रग को किसी और डिसीज के लिए यूज करना. पीपल आर वर्किंग ऑन अ मेटफॉर्मिन, metmorphin. I hope you knew about it. Metmorphin is diabetic, is used for the diabetic 2 patient, but currently they are proving that it can be used as an anti-cancerous drug also. So if you want to make your paper very strong, you can go for the drug discovery part. That is the best thing I can tell you, and easiest also. It will take time, but it is easy. Sanket, what I study in bioinformatics, because my background is biotechnology, so bioinformatics hard for me. It is hard for you because you haven't touched it. जब तुम उससे go through होगे, वो तुम्हें hard नहीं लगेगा. मुझे भी बहुत hard लगा था. जिनसॉन की बुक उठाओ, उसको पढ़ो धीरे धीरे, तुम्हें समझ में आएगा बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स बेसिकली आखिर है क्या. बहुत इजी लैंग्वेज में उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है. ऐसे ही मैं किसी का प्रचार प्रसार नहीं कर रही, जिनसॉन ने मुझे पैसे नहीं दे रखे, मैंने, ये मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस बोल रहा है, ठीक है. But how much of math required to excel in bioinfo? Basic calculus, basic engineering, mathematics, integration, differentiation, that's it. वो भी सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि आपको पीएचडी के इंटरव्यूज देने हैं, ठीक है. बाकी और कैलकुलेशन में, कैलकुलेशन में व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग इन अ मॉलिक्यूलर डायनामिक्स पार्ट, मॉलिक्यूलर सिमुलेशन पार्ट, द मैथ बेसिक आपकी यूज होगी वहां पर, तो थोड़ी बहुत आपको आनी चाहिए. मैंने क्या बोला, बहुत एडवांस में नहीं जाना. यू शुड गो फॉर द एडवांस में यू शुड गो इन अ बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स फील्ड ओनली, बट उसके बाद जो सबसेट्स आ रहे हैं उसके, यू शुड हैव अ बेसिक नॉलेज फॉर इट. ओके. What kind of industry jobs are available in both bioinformatics and computational biology? In PPT, I already told you there are many kind of jobs: bioinformatician, senior bioinformatician, junior bioinformatician, bioinformatics scientist. Syngene released one job of bioinformatics engineer. There are lots of companies where people are working. Even TCS, they have life science domain and they are recruiting the bioinformatics person. So ये सब आपको खुद ही फाइंड आउट करो, जितना फाइंड आउट करोगे आपको मिलता जाएगा. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ जॉब्स, ओके, बट जॉब्स बहुत है, आपके अंदर स्किल्स होनी चाहिए उसको लेने के लिए. मे बी मैं थोड़ी नेब हो रही हूँ, बट यही, हम लोग तो एक ही सेम एज के हैं, तो आप सब समझ सकते होंगे उसे. मैम, would you suggest few platform to learn bioinformatics tools such as NCBI Uniprot? Okay, few platform to learn bioinformatics tools. Okay, so हम लोगों on YouTube there are basic bioinformatics playlists are there. Okay, you can learn it from there. Hands-on. I'm forgetting the name of that particular YouTuber, but he is from Pakistan or somewhere Bangladesh. I don't know. He's teaching the bioinformatics, hands-on bioinformatics. So from there you can learn. Even if you open the NCBI and you will go for the documentation, there are the, in the help section there they have published the videos to how to use the NCBI. You can go for it also. This is the best thing you can do. Okay, and it is a very easy site, very easy servers. Okay, so you can go for it. And those people who are pursuing PhD, who are going to pursue PhD, I will suggest you that for reading the bioinformatics, starts start with the 62 or 63 videos playlist of Dr. M. Michael Gromia. He's from IIT Madras. On Neptel, you will get that particular playlist. Okay, so from that you can learn that these he taught each and every concept like a interviewer can ask in a, as a PhD question. So he framed, he taught like that. A best video I have ever seen. Some problems suggest, some project suggest for me, ma'am. It basically depends upon on which you want to work. You want to work in a metagenomics, there are many projects. Transcriptomics, other works are going on. Even in you are working, you want to work in a cancer or whatever you want to work. This depends upon your own interest. If you tell me about your interest, then I can suggest you the project on it. Okay. I'm BTech bioengineering student. It will be necessary for me to do MTech, or without that I can enter this field by doing certain courses and internship online. Yeah, if you want to do the jobs, you can go for the courses and internship online and even offline also. I will suggest you. Okay, and then you can switch to that field. But it is good if you pursue the MTech, and if you want to do the PhD in it, then there are direct PhD admissions also. From BTech you can pursue the PhD. There is no need to do MTech. Okay. uh, it's okay, Polemy, don't be insecure. सब होता है, लाइफ तो लर्निंग का नाम है, लर्निंग कर्व हमेशा लाइफ का चलता रहेगा, नहीं चलेगा तो लाइफ नहीं रहेगी. Smriti, what projects can we do related to bioinformatics for BSc level, as I did a course on molecular docking? So can you please suggest me some projects related to it? As you did the course on molecular docking, uh, if you know the basic AI ML thing, then you can integrate the AI in that molecular docking also, AI powered molecular docking. Or else you can, after molecular docking, you can, even though read some paper. What is the basic thing I can tell you? Read some paper, read some literatures, and find out that what are the recent recent genes, or what are the recent drugs on which people are working on, and then you dock that drug to that particular protein, that particular gene, that will be novel for you at that level. And if you integrate it with the another data set, another gene, or you can, if that, like I worked on a multi-target drug for prioritization. So you can find out one drug which is targeting the 2 or 3 hub genes, or 2 or 3 overexpressing genes. So that will be also a good project to you, for you. Okay. So Sonali, could you please say about uses of NumPy library in bioinformatics? Yeah, sure. So for NumPy is basically for handling the numerical data. So uh, if you are working in a data set which requires which requires the tumor detection, and which are working with the expression profiling, where you are getting the data sets having you are getting the count files and numerical data sets, so then NumPy will help you in that thing. Not only NumPy, you need Matplotlib and Pandas also to write that particular code to get the efficient result. Okay. What is the basic entry level salary of after MSc bioinformatics? Me and my friend are also searching for it. It's okay. Basic salary is for MSc bioinformatics is 27 to 33,000. I know it's a bit heartbreaking for you guys, but it is. What are you doing currently, ma'am? What is your job? What are you doing? What? Okay, what I am doing. Okay, so currently I'm working in an Indian Institute of Pulses Research, that is a ICR research lab, where I'm doing the bioinformatics researcher. I'm working as a bioinformatics researcher, so under a senior scientist, Dr. Antrada. So yeah, we are working on a genomic data set where we are finding the photothermal resistant genes in P, and if we find that particular gene, we will she will do the CRISPR. She will apply the CRISPR technique to edit that particular gene, particular data base pair. So these are the things I'm doing currently. Gayatri, ma'am, can you please suggest any learning platform other than job, just books, so that the undergrads can learn bioinformatics tools, softwares? Are Coursera and Udemy worth learning bioinformatics? Okay, so Coursera is a very great thing, to be honest. But it is very costly. But if you apply for the financial aid, they give you financial aid. So you can go for the Coursera and Udemy also. After that, you can search course on NPTEL, NPTEL, and there are many boot camps also you can go for. Workshops are going on. There are many companies who are giving the educational training from there. You can, because even though I searched on YouTube, there are not a particular courses, particular playlist where people are teaching the bioinformatics, hands-on bioinformatics. So yeah, I found it really hard, more than my project, to learn the bioinformatics technique. Luckily, I was pursuing the particular course, so the scholars told me, okay, the scholar suggested me, okay, you explore the library, you explore the servers. Then only I learned it. I learned it from my own exploration. NPTEL you should go for. Even IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee or IIT Kharagpur, they released NDLI, National Digital Library, where you will get some bioinformatics course. From there, you can also learn it. Okay. But NPTEL, I found it really good. Bioinformatics channels, yeah, these are some channels. EMBL free tools, yeah, Biostar web page. But I will suggest you that each and every server, each and every tool you are going to use, and you are searching, if you are searching for that particular what we can say, उसकी जो correct जो site है वहां पर search करोगे, then you will get the document in the documentation section. You will get how to deal with that too, or how learning videos. These videos you will get it and you can learn it from there. Okay. Genetic disease, I have interest. So tell me. Genetic diseases. Okay. So yeah, there are many genetic diseases. You can work on it. Which gene is working? Which gene is overexpressing that particular genetic disease? Which gene is responsible for making that genetic disease? Even people are working on a AI CRISPR, bioinformatics. This is a very booming thing. If people can do the CRISPR through in a dry lab, then they can perform the CRISPR in a wet lab. Okay, so these are the things people are doing. So you can do this. You can do your project in that also. मैम मुझे इंटर्नशिप करनी है बीएससी बायोटेक्नोलॉजी पे, पर तो कहाँ पर मिलेगी? कहाँ पर मिलेगी? आप अपने जो पीआई हैं, आपके मेंटर, सॉरी, जो आपके मेंटोर हैं, जो आपके प्रोफेसर से पहले उनसे बात करिए. आपके आसपास जो भी कॉलेजेस हों, उनमें अगर बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के लिए या बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के लिए कोई भी इंटर्नशिप हो, तो आप उसमें जाओ. इवन ऑन लिंक्डइन यू कैन गेट इट. देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स. ओके. Anjali Mishra, you raised your hand. Sorry, I didn't see. Is there any question you want to ask, or any question anybody want to ask? They
Yes,
can
ma'am,
ask.
I have. So,
What?
I'm not very sure, like, if I want to go for MSc in bioinformatics, because biochemistry, I haven't done any wet lab yet, because my college don't have any labs. So I'm not sure right now. Although I'm interested in learning bioinformatics thing, but I don't know if I want to go for MSc in bioinformatics, or I want to go for MSc in biochemistry. So what do you suggest? Because I like studying both of them.
Okay. So, if I'm getting like you are asking me that you don't want to leave biochemistry and you don't want to do bioinformatics, MSc in bioinformatics, but you want to learn bioinformatics thing. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, for that thing, if you are very interested in MSc in biochemistry, you pursue that MSc in biochemistry. Even in biochemistry, you can do a project. learn from any internship, get some basic skills, and then you can do the project in MSc related to bioinformatics, and in your thesis work, in your dissertation time. And then also this is also a good thing where you can collaborating with, where you can integrating the both wet lab and dry lab things. So this is also a good thing you can do. There is no need to learn bioinformatics. But what I feel that it is a really a good field. It is a really a good technique, good skill to have bioinformatics. It is opens the doors for you, for the both doors, research door, IT door, bioinformatics ke jobs ke door, everything it is open, interdisciplinary. So always go for the interdisciplinary thing. Okay, you can integrate your research. Suhani Chaudhary is saying, asking, ma'am, I don't have any research paper for publication after coming from MSc microbiology background. Is it really important to have them, and can I do it up even after I am graduated last year? Even can I? Yeah, you can do it anytime. Anytime you can publish your paper. Just to be sure that it has the open access. Okay. Just, and it is a very good thing, because research is, even if you are biochemistry people, you are bioinformatics people, but whatever you are, you did BSc research, you did MSc MTech research, there is no meaning of your research if you haven't published it. Publication is very important. Okay, so publish your work. It will help you to land in, to get the PhD in abroad. And even if you have publications, if you have conferences papers, if you have abstracts, ebooks, like if that kind of things, then in PhD you can get it. Okay, PhD you will get the chance, you will get a, like, तुम्हें अच्छे से वहां पर ट्रीट किया जाएगा कि तुम्हारे पास publications हैं. Publications are very important. I will suggest you start writing your manuscripts as early as you can and publish it with the help of your mentor. How can you apply it for internship on LinkedIn? Sangeet, I already told you. LinkedIn, they have already give you the what you can say, email address, and through that mail address you can land for the particular internship. But what I can suggest you, that go through the institution. CCMB Hyderabad, CDFD, they are already releasing the summer internships, winter internships. Either Tiruvananthapuram or either Bhopal, I don't know, but one of the either released their winter school internship in bioinformatics and biotechnology. You should apply for it. Okay. Thank you so much. Welcome, Suhani. Anybody has any question? We have already time. तो हो ही गया है. किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन हो, कुछ भी हो, कोई और सजेशन चाहिए हो, PhD रिलेटेड कुछ भी, तो पूछ सकता है.
Yes, ma'am. As we are currently running short on time, so we have to conclude this session now.
Yeah.
Any further queries, you can mail them at biofactifyteam@gmail.com. And also, I have pasted the feedback form. Kindly fill this form. It is required for the certificate. So, concluding today's session, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Ms. Sakshi Mishra for sharing your valuable knowledge with us today. And thank you, participants, for your time and active involvement today. We will see you in the next session. Thank you, everyone.